No, that's not a thing. That is not a thing. It better not be. Generic Control and the Dr. Goes Me. We're back with another FNAF video. Today we're doing another video by Foot of a Ferret. I've reacted to a couple of these videos in the past. He's a former editor for Game Theory and edited a couple Five Nights at Freddy Game Theory videos in the past. I'm on this journey of reacting to a bunch of these FNAF theory videos in order. This is a long video. It's on Foot of a Ferret. It has a lot of views, so maybe it's going to be a really good video. You can check my reaction to the last video, which was 3 FNAF security breach theories. I'll leave it right up there. Also going to link down below in the description. Also going to place on my channel with all the other Game Theory FNAF reactions going in chronological order. Last week I reacted to Left Behind, which was a sister location song by DA Games. Also, I'm not sure when my reaction to the FNAF trailer went live. It probably went live before this video at some point on one of the days. I'm not really sure. I might edit tonight after recording videos. I don't know. But it's going to be a long video. Has a lot of views. So it should be really good. Shout out to the patrons because they get the videos there early. A lot of time on the paywall on the channel. I read every single one of your comments and links them down below. Reminder, I've only ever played the first FNAF game. And there's 2 videos on my channel we playing it. And I do not like scary games. The movie trailer looked pretty interesting. It was really short. But I'm excited to jump in this video. I hope you are as well. I hope to see you back for the next one, whenever that's going to be. I'll be live stream today at 5 p.m. playing some Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and jump on into this, though. Alright, super long video. Super long video.
Ryder, do you know why I called you here?
No, MatPat of the YouTube channels Game Theory, Film Theory, Food Theory, and GT Live. I do not
and what
know
else?
why you called me here.
I'm sure he has other ones.
Maybe this will jog your memory.
Aw, look at this cute little plushie of a rusty metal animatronic haunted by the soul of a child whose head was bitten by a robot in 1987. Happy birthday, Tommy!
Is that wrong?
Now what do you have to say for yourself?
My videos are funny.
Mr. of a Ferret, this is
Mr.
without a doubt
of a
one of the
Ferret.
most shameful displays of Five Nights at Freddy's lore dumping I have ever seen. It's actually amazing how almost every single thing you said was wrong.
I like how MatPat's in this
I thought
video.
we taught you better back on the Theorist channels. You even worked on multiple
Uh-huh.
FNAF videos during your time working with us, but clearly you
I
were
react
too
to
busy frolicking
all of
around
those,
making
actually.
videos about Bubsy and King's Quest to pay any sort of attention.
Dude, I was just the history guy and the editor. I wasn't doing any of the lore research. Back then, you still thought Purple Guy was the phone guy. But, whatever.
Yeah.
I get it. Can I go now?
No, not until you learn the proper FNAF lore, sir.
Oh, this is gonna
Now,
be
here on this
all of the
92
lore?
slide PowerPoint
92
presentation that
slides.
I've made on exactly
Is it
this
actually?
subject. First off, this is not the bite of 87. Rather, the image you chose depicts the bite of 1983. And the child in question is actually the crying child, aka the
Evan.
younger brother of Michael Afton. Now, Michael Afton
Which
is
I'm pretty sure it's almost
important.
confirmed to be
How
Evan.
play as him-
Hello, Internet. Welcome to my channel, Foot of a Ferret, where
Foot of a
yes,
Ferret,
few
Mr. of
months
a
back,
Ferret.
I made a video
I reacted to
about
that
FNAF
video.
where I got a lot of the lore wrong, and yeah, I knew it was all sorts of wrong. It was a
Was it a
quick
joke?
throwaway gag, and I wasn't about to do
Oh.
hours and hours of research and fact checking just to get
That's
to the
fair.
punchline. Nice. But even so, I want to make things up to any of the FNAF lore buffs.
And
whose
I get
heads
people
may
that are
have
just like,
exploded
oh, do some
at the
research
amount of
before reacting to the
inaccuracies
video.
I managed to
Don't watch.
squeeze into 15 seconds. So I decided to
It's a
call in
blind
some help
reaction.
from the resident FNAF expert of the whole internet, MatPat from Game Theory.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to...
Yeah,
Oh, but he already
did
did the
that
intro.
bit.
Oh, well, anyway, Five Nights at Freddy's
Just
is
do
a long
generic
series
intro and that gives
spanning
me her.
more
It's fine.
games, books, and mysteries than you can shake a
And a
stick
movie.
at. So our goal is to present you guys a complete recap of the entire core FNAF storyline, or at least as much as we can without delving into too many unconfirmed theories or things that could suddenly be totally rewritten by a new book, or a new game, or a new movie, or decorative birthday party napkin with hidden text that only appears after you wipe your mouth 5 times.
No,
And FNAF
that's
is
not a thing.
infamously
That is not a
frustrating when
thing.
it comes to
I
deciphering its
s-
lore,
you
but
better
I
not
think once
be.
you boil it all down, the story might not be as complicated as you think. It's weird, don't get me wrong, but we're not talking about Kingdom Hearts here.
But first,
no, nothing
I gotta
about Kingdom
say,
Hearts.
if you
I
like
thought
this
Kingdom Hearts and
video
Final
and you
Fantasy
wanna
were the
see
same
more,
thing.
Be sure to hit the big red subscribe button right below this video.
You can
and
subscribe to my
ring
channel
the
as well.
little gray
I do
bell
these videos
next
every
to
single
it.
week.
That makes sure you get notified every
Look at
time
the
I upload in the
views.
future. It's a big help for my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. Also, there's plenty of
views.
really cool Foot of a Ferret merch for sale at the
Wow.
link in the description or in this little banner right below
He's
this
like his
video.
own
But
little
yeah, enough of
Game
that.
Theory
So get comfortable. We're gonna be here for a while. This is
everything you need to know about Five Nights at Freddy's.
So hey, it's the 70s. Ain't this
Nope,
just a time?
No, it's not.
It certainly
Nope.
was for these two guys named William Afton and Henry Emily.
I-
These guys are a
that
couple
last
of
name.
inventors specializing in building robots. And
There's a few with the last name
They're also
Emily.
family men.
I know there
William
is.
has a
They've
wife,
commented.
a daughter, and 2 sons, while Henry has a daughter named Charlotte. So we got 2 groovy 70s dudes building robots to support their families. But there's just one little snag. William Afton is a crazy person. I'm not really sure why, but William Afton has this insatiable desire to,
murder children.
kill children, but
You know he
I'm sure that won't be a
loves
problem anytime
Bioshock.
soon. So instead, let's focus on this new restaurant in town that just opened, Fredbear's Family Diner, a small, locally owned family restaurant
how they
that
use
commissions
Gravity
William
Falls,
and Henry to
which
create
I think
some
is a
fun
show.
Chuck E. Cheese style animatronic mascots to entertain the kids. There's a golden bear named Fredbear and a golden rabbit named Bonnie. Now, these are what are called spring lock animatronics.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning they
Which
operate
somebody
using,
can
well,
get in,
spring lock
like,
mechanisms,
block
which
and
are
use them.
extremely dangerous. Boy, it sure is a good thing these are just robots and not mascot costumes or something.
yeah.
Hey, guess what? These are also mascot costumes meant to be worn by the employees of the restaurant.
For minimum wage, which
Come
is
work
probably
at
like
Fredbear's
$2
Diner.
back
Sing
then.
songs, entertain families. Try not to breathe too much inside of the Springlock animatronic suits because even the slightest bit of moisture will cause the Springlock mechanisms to malfunction and clamp down on you, killing you outright. Cook pizza.
So despite this
Nice.
gigantic safety hazard, Fredbear's
There's worse
becomes a
ways to
pretty
go.
popular spot for birthday parties, attracting some real good business. But things start going downhill real fast. So
How
one night,
fast?
Fredbear's is hosting a birthday party, and one of the kids attending is Henry Emily's daughter, Charlotte. But during the party, Charlotte accidentally gets locked outside in this dark alley behind the restaurant. Suddenly, a mysterious purple car drives up and out steps
Murders.
William Afton, who kills Charlotte outside of Fredbear's
I don't know
diner
why.
and gets away scot-free. William Afton, also known
I
in
don't
the
know why
FNAF
he
series as the
did
Purple
that.
Guy,
Where was he coming
has
from?
claimed his first victim. Henry Emily has lost his daughter, leading him to just kinda disappear for a while. And Fredbear's has its first of many deaths tied to its name. Besides being a horrible, sad, terrible tragedy, it's also a PR nightmare. And the owners of Fredbear's were just like, nope, we're out, and they bailed, took the money and ran, sold off the Fredbear franchise to new owners who pulled the flip job of the century to create Fazbear Entertainment. Not only did they get Fredbear's back on its feet,
I guess
but by
new management,
1983,
ownership,
they turned
and
the
stuff like
franchise
that.
into a bit of a multimedia empire with a TV show, action figures, plushies, and most importantly of all, a new sister location, Freddy Fazbear's
Almost kind of
Pizza.
like
See, this
the
newly
game
revamped
series.
Fazbear franchise
You know,
introduced a
movies,
slew of new
games,
characters to the lineup.
books,
The TV show was
merchandise.
named Fredbear and Friends.
There's no
after
TV
all,
show
so
and
they
one
added
movie.
A chicken named Chica, a pirate fox named Foxy, and a non-golden bunny and bear named Bonnie, and of course, Freddy Fazbear. Y'all know these guys, right? Remember back in 2014 when FNAF was just these guys? Feels
Oh,
like
wow.
decades.
That's
But
the
yeah,
only game I
Freddy,
played.
Bonnie,
That game
Chica,
came out
and
in
Foxy become
2014.
The faces of the
Wow.
new hit restaurant, Freddy Fazbear's
I was still in high school.
Pizza. And things seem to be back on the up
God,
and up
I'm
for
old.
Fazbear Entertainment, which of course means one thing: somebody's about to die.
While Freddy's is up and running, Fredbear's has gotten back to business as usual.
I wonder
Seems to
if
be doing
they have
fine
a
for
day
itself
since last
since,
accident
you know,
board.
That one time a kid died. Enter William Afton's youngest son, the crying child. Why is he crying? Well, it's implied that he has a pretty intense fear of the animatronics his dad makes. And his older
Yeah.
brother, Michael Afton, really likes to torment the kid by dressing up as Foxy to jump scare him. The kid really just can't catch a break, man. He's
No.
clearly terrified of the animatronics.
My
but
brother's
is basically
terrified of,
forced to be
like,
around them.
people in
Which
costumes,
leads
like
us to
Chick-fil-A
one
cow.
fateful day in 1983 where the crying child is celebrating his birthday at Fredbear's Family Diner.
Of course he is.
He's not having a great time,
Nah.
and his older brother decides to be a little cruel to the kid. He and his
That's
friends,
what older
all
brothers
crowd
are
around
for.
the crying child wearing character masks, lift him up and bring him to the main
Feed
stage
him.
where Fredbear's performing. The crying child starts, well, crying and freaking out.
Yep.
The other kids then do what dumb kids do and take things way too far,
Give him
putting
a
the
big
crying child
kiss.
inside Fredbear's mouth.
Chomp.
Matt, I know you're the numbers guy, but I'm gonna take this one. Let's do the math.
It's-
here.
okay, we've
One
already done-
Springlock
yeah.
animatronic suit with a very low tolerance for moisture, plus one horrified child crying rivers of tears equals...
Oh,
Was that the bite of 87?
No,
Bite of 83.
2015 Markiplier, that was what's known as the Bite of 83.
Yeah,
William
which
Afton's
at the time,
youngest
I'm not
son
even
is
sure if we
munched
knew
by a
about,
Golden Freddy
you know,
animatronic and dies.
83.
Ooh, it's a birthday party. I can't. Can I say that? I don't know if I can say that. In the wake
What?
of this,
Wait, what?
Fazbear Entertainment decides the Springlock animatronic suits are just too dangerous to keep using.
Really? Didn't
What
it
gave
collapse
you that
on
idea?
cope
So
or like
our good
employees?
friends Golden Freddy and Golden Bonnie are retired from Fredbear's Diner and sent off to the new restaurant, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, to be stored in their safe room. And then in
Because
walks William
we need a
Afton.
safe room.
Now, you'd think after William Afton lost one of his kids to an animatronic he created, he would take a step back, reevaluate himself and what he's doing, and change his ways.
But that thing killed the crying child,
if
did it?
anything, the death of his own kid was a source
Was it
of
his-
inspiration. So William goes to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and is just like, "Hey guys, why don't we all just not go into the safe room? You know, the
Yeah,
safe room
let's just
housing
board
the
that up.
dangerous
Super
child-killing
loud
animatronics
car
I made.
outside.
Yeah. In fact, why don't we just forget the safe rooms even exist? You know, we don't need security cameras in there. No. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and reprogram all the animatronics to not even recognize the safe room at all.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
Nothing
why don't we
suspicious
just
going on
put a
here.
wall
And
in front of the
everyone
door?
just goes along with it. I'm sure that won't lead to anything horrible.
So
No,
a few years
nothing.
later, around 1985, something horrible happens. Five
What?
kids mysteriously go missing at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and the animatronics start oozing and smelling real rank. Turns out William Afton's been lurking around the pizzeria, using the decommissioned Spring Bonnie suit to lure kids into the safe room, kill them, and then hide their bodies inside the animatronic suits. Okay. Why? Where's the logic here? I get that you're kind of messed up, Mr. Afton, but what on earth are you hoping to accomplish by stuffing your victims into animatronics that are around dozens
Science.
of people every single day? Naturally, this sparks an investigation that eventually leads to Freddy
Really?
Fazbear's Pizza shutting down. So let's take a break
And
from the
eventually
robot
it's
bunnies and
burned to
talk
the
about something
ground.
that's a little less scary. Clowns. Yeah, really.
Clowns aren't
See,
that-
while
that
William
bad.
Afton was going around killing kids,
Never seen
he
it.
still found time to develop some animatronics here and there. And when he wasn't building
Like
terrifying
glitch
robot
trap.
animals, he was building terrifying robot people. All of them had this creepy circus theme, like this ballerina named Ballora, this balloon boy named Balloon Boy.
I don't like
Most
him.
importantly, this little girl named Circus Baby.
She's fine.
Afton also redesigned some of the old Fazbear crew to fit the circus
Haven't seen the
vibes
puppy
as
yet.
well. All
We're
that,
doing good.
He still finds time for his hobbies. How does he do it? These
don't know.
are the Funtime animatronics. Bright, shiny, happy. They seem harmless, right? Well, underneath the
I don't know
clown
about
makeup are
harmless.
some interesting design choices. See, at this point, Afton has seen how effective his animatronics can be when it comes to helping commit his crimes. So he designed the Funtime crew with some advanced features that, to be frank, pretty sus, as if they're specifically designed to lure and kill children. I wonder what will happen.
Now, the details
Oh,
get a
that's-
little
don't hug me, I'm
fuzzy
scared,
here,
right?
Especially in
They
terms
still
of the
drop new ones of
timeline,
those.
But from what I can tell, the plan was to have these animatronics available to rent out for birthday parties and events,
I'm
housing
good.
them in this crazy underground storage facility. In addition, some
I'm
of these
so
animatronics
good.
were set to become the face of yet another Fazbear sister location, Circus Baby's Pizza World, set to swoop in and fill the hole in the market left when Freddy Fazbear's Pizza shut down. But that plan kind of fell through due to an accident involving William Afton's daughter. Because, surprise, when you make animatronics specifically designed to lure and kill kids,
Your
while
kids.
also having multiple kids of your own,
You probably shouldn't do
those two
that.
things might just happen to overlap
Yeah.
once. Or twice. So
Why
when
have
Circus
something that
Baby's
can
Pizza
haunt
World
your
is set
kids,
to open,
or hunt
Afton's
after your
daughter
kids?
gets just a little too close to Circus Baby and is attacked by a claw that was programmed to shoot out from her torso. This kills Afton's daughter and leads
Yoink.
to Circus Baby's Pizza World closing for good on its opening day. The Funtime animatronics are then packed up and sent back into storage, but they still move forward with the whole rental.
I'm surprised
service
they never had a
thing,
game where you're like in a
creating Circus Baby's
warehouse
entertainment
that
and
like
rental,
keeps
meaning
them
these
keeps the
guys
storage
are
of
still
stuff, you
ready
know?
and waiting to be rented out for your next birthday party.
But hey, guess what?
No, my
It's
birthday's coming up, but I don't think I'm
1987
gonna be doing
now.
that.
That's a great year. I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong in 1987.
Sidney Crosby was born.
Damn it. Yeah, even with a handful of child murders under their belt, Fazbear Entertainment decided it was time to reboot their franchise after only 4 years, opening the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza that we see in FNAF 2.
And that's
The
one that burns
restaurant
to the
is
ground.
bigger, there's new
Pretty sure.
animatronics, and there are all
I'm
sorts
never
of extra
touching
security
that game.
measures put in place after what happened at the last place.
You're gonna see
For
the puppet.
instance,
We're gonna see the
there's
puppet.
new toy animatronics
Gonna
all
see the
based on a
puppet.
series of Fazbear action figures. Yes, they're shiny. Yes, they're somehow cuter and creepier at the same time. But most importantly, importantly, the toy animatronics are packing some super advanced for the 80s facial recognition
Yeah,
technology.
yeah, for the 80s, for
scanning
1987,
potential
yeah.
predators. However, that doesn't stop William Afton from going for round 2, using the same exact spring Bonnie suit to lure and kill kids at the pizzeria. But this time, things are a little different. Afton commits his second series of murders, sparking yet another investigation of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, so the restaurant is just about to close down, but
It's like
first,
they're
they
all
got
front
one
for
last birthday party
murder.
to host, which is a little worrying because the animatronics are going a bit funky.
Now, there's one pretty big
That's
detail about
creepy.
the FNAF lore we've
That's so
not mentioned
creepy.
yet, and it's kind of the whole point of the story. There's a pretty hard and fast rule in the FNAF.
Still have not seen the
If
puppet.
you
We're
are
doing
a
great.
kid killed by William Afton or any of his creations, your soul will undoubtedly go on to possess one of the animatronics. See, it all
Which
started
is
with
weird,
Charlotte,
how they do
Afton's
that.
first victim. When she was killed outside of
Still have
Fredbear's
not seen the
family
puppet.
diner, her soul found a new home in the diner's security animatronic, this weird, creepy
There it
puppet.
is.
Or at least that's how it looks to be conveyed in the games. Like we've said, this series is kind of frustratingly vague when it comes to their lore, but that is what it looks like. And from that point on, the puppet
get
was
out of
working
here.
behind the scenes, following William Afton around to pick up the pieces he left behind and do what they could to set things right. I'm about to sound a lot like Matt here, as we see in one of FNAF 2's Atari-style mini
See, it's fine right there. That's fine.
Gives the souls of Afton's victims new life inside of the animatronic suits. So our buddies Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, yeah, they're haunted. Way haunted. But wait, that's only 4 animatronics. Didn't Purple Guy kill 5 kids during the missing children's incident? Well, this is where things get a little funky.
There's 2 of them in
Again, because
Freddy,
now we're
or
dealing
Golden
with Golden
Freddy.
Freddy's
Yeah.
spirit. Or should I say
Spirits.
spirits. So remember the bite of 1983 where the crying child got chomped by the Golden Freddy animatronic? Well, his soul is now inside of Golden Freddy, which, yeah, makes sense. But going back to that FNAF 2 minigame depicting the missing children's incident, in the very last split second, we see a 5th kid followed by a Golden Freddy jump scare. This is Cassidy, the 5th victim of the 1985 missing children's incident and the second spirit
Has Matt
haunting
ever
the
even
Golden
talked
Freddy
about that?
animatronic. And let me tell you,
Like that little split second
is
thing?
mad at William Afton. She is
Really?
out for revenge.
Oh, she's the one you
Keep
shouldn't have killed,
appearing
right?
this. It's important.
All this is to say that the FNAF 2 toy animatronics are now
Ah.
most likely haunted by the souls of Afton's most recent victims.
Hi.
You can tell because these guys start acting way more aggressive and confrontational towards adults. They're chill around kids, but if you're a grown-up, they'll start
Nope.
giving you the death glare. And they're not programmed to do that. So I'm gonna say haunted. They're looking for revenge against William
They could be
Afton,
programmed to
but on
do
the
that.
day of that last birthday party, they get a tad overexcited and attack the daytime security guard, giving them a nice hard chomp on the
Why do you
noggin
have a
and
daytime
removing their
security
entire
guard?
frontal lobe in what became infamously known as the bite of 87.
Happy birthday, Tommy. Needless to say, this gets the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza closed for good. Alright, so let's tally things up. By
refuses
1987,
to go
Fazbear
away.
Entertainment has around a dozen dead kids to their name. That's almost one dead kid for every year they've existed. You
That's a
really
pretty
think
bad
by now
track
they
record.
decide to call it a day, but nope.
Their
These
insurance
guys-
company hates
these
them.
guys decided to give it one more go in 1993. They went back to that first Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location, brought back the original crew, and relaunched the pizzeria feeling just so
Freddy
sure about it
Fazbear's
this time.
Pizza 3.
But surprise, people kinda sorta associate the Fazbear name with
With
dead
murder?
kids now,
Yeah.
so no one comes to this new restaurant and it eventually shuts down.
One rainy night,
it's crazy that it took that much for people to learn the lesson.
William Afton sneaks in and starts dismantling the animatronics one by one. Little does he know that those robots got ghosts in them.
Yeah, they're not just robots, yeah.
And they chase Afton down. They corner him in the back room of the pizzeria, and Afton starts
Ghost
to
Children
panic.
sounds
But
pretty
then,
scary.
And I don't really know why he would do this, but he runs over to the Spring Bonnie animatronic suit, the suit he's committed all these murders in, and hops inside. Not sure what that's going to do against ghosts, but he seems
Yeah.
to think it's a smart move. Remember, though, that
Maybe
these
to hide
old
from them.
Springlock suits are super sensitive to moisture. That's what killed the crying child back in '83.
Because he was
Like I
crying.
said, the pizzeria's been abandoned for a while now. It's pretty run down, and it's raining. So after
Yeah,
piles
it's raining
into his murder
inside.
suit, just kind of stands there for a few seconds and chomp. Spring locks fail, blood goes everywhere, and William Afton, stuck inside the Spring Bonnie suit, falls to the ground and dies.
With his skin just
Fazbear
being
Entertainment
pinched.
attempts to save face from the now baker's dozen of dead people attached to its name by completely walling off the back room, leaving Afton's body inside and just
Yeah.
Forgetting about it, we see all this
The
go
fact
down
that
during
it was
the
kept a
minigame in
secret
FNAF
is
3.
crazy.
Also in that game, if you get the good
Like,
ending,
you don't
get
pay
to see
people
the
enough to
puppet bring
be
cake
that
to a
quiet.
table of children. 4 of them in FNAF masks, and one of them crying. The puppet gives the kid cake, they stop crying, they put on a golden Freddy mask, and then they all disappear, leaving the masks behind. The puppet has set the souls free.
Now,
Except
you might
for
have noticed
Golden
that
Freddy.
All this stuff we're talking about has next to nothing to do with what you actually do in these games.
Yeah.
Sure, you see some of this stuff play out in mini games, but those are side things that are often hidden. If you
the
play
fact
these
that
games
it's this deep is
casually,
insane.
You may never see a good chunk of these plot-driven
Uh-huh.
mini games. So how does a
Hi.
purple dude killing kids lead to you as the player spending 5 nights at
Oh,
various
it's VR.
robot-infested buildings, checking cameras, and avoiding death by robot chicken? Well, that is where William's older son, Michael
Robot Chicken,
Afton,
wasn't that a
comes back
Adult
into the
Swim
picture.
show?
While all of that was going on, Michael, now an adult, takes it upon himself to try and make up for his dad's crimes. At first, he was just trying to find his sister, which is a little weird considering
Yeah.
the whole, being dead thing. But remember the FNAF rule. All kids killed by Afton or his robots go on to possess an animatronic. And the soul of Michael's sister is now
Baby.
living in the very same animatronic that killed her, Circus Baby.
Because her
And
eyes
it
change
seems
color.
Like William Afton knows this because one day, William, the messed up individual he is, went to his son and was like, "Oh, your sister. Yeah, she's over there. Go check it out." So Michael takes a job at Circus Baby's entertainment and rentals, as we see in the game's sister location. In between avoiding death by face-splitting animatronic, Michael discovers the whole "my dad killed a bunch of kids and their souls are trapped inside these animatronics"
Crazy how you didn't know.
thing, and decides he has to do something about it.
Unfortunately,
Go on, Jerry
while
Springer,
working the
rest in
night shift
peace.
at the storage facility, Michael gets himself scooped, meaning the dude gets his
scoop.
insides ripped out of him by a machine meant to remove animatronic endoskeletons. And then this giant robot named Ennard, created by all the Funtime animatronics literally stitching parts of themselves together, jumps inside of Mike to use his body as a host. So Michael is now dead.
To stop it.
Kinda. He's like partially dead. He just kind of moves on with his life for a while.
Yeah.
Robo bits jangling around inside his skin sack as his body slowly rots and turns purple. Oh, now he looks like dear old dad. Mike gets progressively
Other
worse
purple
until
guy.
one day Ennard's just like, yeah, this place was cool at first, but kinda sucks now. And ejects
Can't use it
himself from
anymore.
Michael's body. And Michael is pretty okay with it, actually. Yeah, somehow he is still
Alive. Somehow.
Not much else to do, but
Even though his
you
innards
know,
got
keep
scooped.
doing what he was doing before, I guess.
Michael starts applying for gigs at all the various Fazbear locations that popped up over the years, with the goal of setting the souls inside the animatronics free. He lands nighttime security jobs at both the bigger 1987 pizzeria as well as the 1993 pizzeria, but is fired from both for tampering with the animatronics,
which is him trying to let
save
them
the
free,
souls
and
of dead
odor.
children, and for a general foul odor
Because
he
he's,
is
like,
in fact
dead.
a walking corpse. And
Yep.
all this comes to a head in FNAF 3 several years after the final closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. The whole Fazbear name is destroyed, no doubt. But over the years, it became some kind of urban legend. So some random company decides to capitalize on this, creating a haunted house-style horror attraction called Fazbear Frights.
Oh, that's
The
why
place is all
Fazbear Frights
decked out
exists?
in Freddy Fazbear memorabilia, spooky atmosphere, everything's pee-pee yellow. They went the whole 9 yards with this place.
Apparently
including
this is not like one of the
finding a
worst
real
FNAF games,
Fazbear
just there's only one
animatronic
thing that can actually, like,
salvaged from the walled-off
attack you.
back room of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Yeah, William Afton is back, baby!
He always comes
Undead,
back.
Rotting, haunting his spring Bonnie suit, and stalking around Fazbear Frights as the monstrosity we all know as Springtrap. I guess
Hi.
living after death as a rotting purple corpse creature runs in the Afton family, but only after a certain age. Sorry, kids.
So William
kids
Afton has
don't
been
get that
unleashed
old.
back onto the world. This could be very bad. Luckily, Fazbear
Could be?
Frights has a nighttime security guard. That's
Oh.
right, it's a family reunion. Father and son back together after all these years. Except now they're both technically dead, and the son sets the dad on fire. Yeah! At the end of FNAF 3, Fazbear
And he's still not
Frights
dead.
burns down with Springtrap still inside, which has to have been Michael trying to finally finish off his dad. But unfortunately for Mike, William Afton,
A little bit
Always
extreme.
comes back.
he tried his best, but somehow, Springtrap is still out there.
But then, totally out of left field, Henry Emily
even-
comes back.
are we even
with a
to
plan.
sister location?
After doing literally nothing this entire
We're not
time,
even to sister
Henry
location,
jumps back
or
into
help
the fray
wanted.
by starting his own pizzeria with Michael working as an employee. We see all this happen in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. But beyond all the arcade games and googly eyes, Henry's Pizzeria is actually just a front to gather up the last few haunted animatronics and set their souls to rest. And
Really?
weirdly enough, the animatronics have changed over the years. Circus Baby was apparently kicked out of the Ennard Ennard crew, now taking the form of Scrap Baby. What's left of Ennard has now taken the form of Molten Freddy. The puppet's still kicking around as this bear called Lefty. And of course, there's Springtrap. Not much different about it, it's just Springtrap. Once the gang's all together,
kind of burned
they're
a little
all
bit.
incinerated, including Michael, and we hear the voice of Henry saying his final goodbye to the lost souls, his daughter, and his old business partner. But hey, would you look at that? William Afton
came back?
is still alive.
Somehow.
Okay, how the heck does this dude keep cheating death?
Because he made copies
that's all
of
thanks
himself,
to
I'm
Cassidy,
thinking.
the vengeful
Pretty
spirit
sure.
haunting Golden Freddy alongside the crying child. She's been out for revenge ever since the 1985 missing children's incident. And when I say revenge, I mean she wants to make him suffer. Just killing him off isn't enough.
Purgatory.
At this point, William Afton should be dead several times over. Dude got impaled from all angles and burned to death twice. So, basically...
In
not
the
really
books,
that much
there
of a
was a
threat
person that was,
anymore,
like, in a
but
coma.
Cassidy keeps him alive to torture him, forcing him to live through a never-ending barrage of animatronic horror in his mind as we see in FNAF Custom Night. But that's just half the story, because now there's 2 William Aftons.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay. Follow me
Because,
on this.
yeah,
many
glitch trap.
years after all the
And then
tragedies
there's
of the
Vanny.
Fazbear franchise occur, Scott Cawthon, some random unnamed video game developer who is not Scott Cawthon, the real-world creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, started making a bunch of horror games based on the stories of the Fazbear tragedies.
Even though it used a picture of Scott.
FNAF is officially going full meta on us now. Not Cawthon's games become really popular, and Fazbear Entertainment is getting pretty ticked at the bad name the games are giving their company. As if they weren't already giving themselves a bad name.
For,
so
you know,
they
murder.
decide to fight fire with fire.
And make their own games.
Pun intended, creating their own VR horror game as a way of poking fun at themselves, discrediting Not Cawthon, saving a bit of face, and cashing in on their own messed up past while they're at it. But as it turns out, while making the game, the dev team used a few pieces of code found on some old Fazbear Entertainment hard drives. And in that code, somehow, was a digital replication of William Afton's consciousness. Yeah.
And which got uploaded.
We're going there.
This code manifested itself
And
in-game
possessed
as
the
Glitch
people.
Trap, a yellow bunny mascot with purple eyes who, over the course of the game, brainwashed multiple beta testers.
VR Five Nights at
William
Freddy's sounds
Aftons in
terrifying.
training. All right, this is getting a little far-fetched, right? But it doesn't stop there. In the FNAF VR DLC Curse of Dreadbear, we see this whole William AI Afton mind-melding thing really take shape with Vanny, a reluctant follower of William Afton. We've not seen much of Vanny yet, but we know that she's someone who's played FNAF VR, was brainwashed by Afton, and is now working for him. Also, she wears a creepy bunny mascot costume just like Glitch Trap. And it's looking like Vanny is about to become a very important player in the FNAF story.
Her and Baby, I'm pretty
future,
sure.
We're going to be getting ourselves the newest FNAF game, Security Breach.
Which, I imagine the lore video is going to go crazy.
It's constantly getting delayed. It's Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I actually think it looks really good. And if the trailers and teasers
apparently it was not good,
which they should be, in this game you're
apparently
being
had a lot of
hunted down
issues.
by a killer bunny mascot with a woman's voice. That's Vanny. And until we see what all Security Breach brings to the table, that is where the story of Five Nights at Freddy's leaves off. I know it kind of feels like we just took a hard turn right
is the
before
newest
the end
game
there.
Security
All
Breach?
This talk of AI, brainwashing,
is that the
and
newest game?
deadly VR games
Do we know what the next game is going to be?
all the child murder and haunted animatronics actually look normal by comparison. But to me, this feels like we've reached the end of FNAF Season 1 and are entering FNAF Season 2.
At this point, FNAF is wrapping up the story we've all been decoding and
Season
piecing
1?
together since 2014, and using it as a springboard to set up all the new insane stories.
It's
kind of
crazy how this franchise is gone.
The main FNAF story,
Like
the story of the haunted
2028?
pizzerias, missing kids, purple people in the Afton family, is largely over. A couple of pieces of it are wrapping up in the books at this point, but really, it's just done. This is officially the start of not even a new chapter, but a new saga of FNAF stories.
There's a new big bad.
Super exciting, because back in 2014, no one could have predicted that the creepy Chuck E. Cheese.
I remember the very first FNAF Game Theory video. He thought it was based off a real life shooting.
Serial child murderer who can't die. So now
I still don't know what's in the box.
in on a new path.
Still don't know what phone guy had in his
Can't
hand.
go anywhere, which means that I can't go anywhere.
Or the security guy had in his hand.
I am stuck in this franchise until the heat death of the universe. Wish me luck.
Well, Matt's gonna go and sulk in a corner for a little while,
views.
so let me just say
thank
you very much for watching this incredibly long video about the Five Nights at Freddy's
27
lore.
minutes.
Believe it or not, there are actually a ton more intricate details and mysteries that we couldn't even fit in this video. So if you want to go even deeper into the lore, definitely head over to Matt's channel and check out
I've been reacting to this video. The end of Owl House. People have asked me to react to
Or if you
that.
wanna
I
hear
don't
me
know if I
talk more
can
about
because
FNAF
YouTube
without going
copyrights
into the
them.
lore, because Oh my god, I got that for you too. Thank you for being patient with me while I put this behemoth of a video together.
Yeah, it took a
and
lot of
I'll
work
see
to
you
make a
next time.
27-minute long video.
TFTBA.
All right, and next week I'm not sure if I'm gonna do what the future of gaming, which I believe is a the science of FNAF video, which those videos don't perform well on their channel or on my channel. Like they get maybe a quarter of the views as my normal game theory FNAF videos do. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that one or if it's really important to look into what the future of video games look like. But the fact that that's actually 2 years, 1 year means these videos came out around this time 2 years ago. So the next one might be Return of the Pit. It might be the future of graphics. Let me know down below in the comment section. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll be live stream today at 5 p.m. playing some of my Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke. Maybe I can get past the first gem. So far, I've been extremely unlucky, and it makes for great content. It's absolutely hilarious. I enjoyed the stream. You can join my Discord server. I'm playing Portal 2 on Fridays for the very first time, and that game's fun. I just had my second live stream of it today, so probably not gonna finish it next week or this week. Maybe the week after that I might finish it. It might take me 4 streams, could be taking me 5. But this is gonna be an interesting future of what game theory FNAF videos look like with a security breach, because I'm not sure when that's going to come out or when the videos are going to start after that video comes out, or once the game comes out, what the videos are going to be about when we get a whole bunch of new information after like the game comes out and they get to play and find Easter eggs and stuff like that. I look forward to it. I hope to see you there, but until then, take care and cue the music.
We were playing